Good morning.
Three, three, tres.
Want a slim waist, all it takes is tip top shape, all it takes is just a little taste, all it takes is no time to waste, all it takes is slim waist, all it takes is tip top shape, all it takes is money in the bank, all it takes is no time to waste, all it takes is I wake up about tea, I make mine by the leader. I drink life in a teacup. I like Valet 30 better than tequila. Yeah, Velcy, I sip that night. Got a little kick like tight. Look so good, better recognize me. It's a type of lifestyle, I'm icy. Still don't need chill on me. Flare pill, yeah, I'm still on it. Velcy a day and nightly. Got a little kick like Tai Chi. Slim waist, all it takes is tip top shape, all it takes is just a little taste, all it takes is no time to waste, all it takes is slim waist, all it takes is tip top shape, all it takes is money in the bank, all it takes is no time to waste, all it takes is
Three, three, tres. Three, three, tres. Three, three, tres.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Monday, November the 29th. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Are you all out there this morning? Good morning. Good morning. If you're there, tell me where you're calling from. Give me your name. Tell me where you're calling from. Let's see who we have out here this morning working out with me on this Monday morning. I'm sorry, you guys, I wasn't able to work out with you guys on Friday. I was too poop to pop, right? But good morning, good morning, good morning. Who do we have out here this morning? Good morning, Kiki Sanders. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Let's see. Good morning, Misha Green. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How y'all doing this great Monday, Cyber Monday? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Who else do we have out there this morning? Let's see. Monica Miller. Good morning, good morning, good morning, ladies. How y'all doing this morning? My BFN butt naked fine ladies this morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I was ready for you guys this morning, or I am ready for you guys this morning, and I had my daily word right here, I thought. But anyway, good morning, Larry Walker. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, Misha. Good morning, Jenny. Good morning, good morning, good morning. All the way from Jamaica. Good morning, TK. You up? You ready? Get that workout on, girl. Good morning from Philly and Delaware. In the house is that my girl, Brittany. Good morning, Lavonda Johnson. Good morning, good morning. How y'all doing this morning? Did y'all have an awesome Thanksgiving? Good morning, good morning, good morning. I had a great Thanksgiving. Good morning, Nona. Good morning. How y'all doing this morning? This Tava Monday morning, November the 29th. Okay, come on, stand. Good morning, Robin. Who else do we have out there? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Okay, can y'all give me 1 second? I promise, 1 second, because I cannot start the day without my daily word. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Good morning. I can't believe. Oh, here it is. I knew I had it. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Today is a great day. Not only did we wake up this morning and we have the mobility of our mind, our hearts, our eyes, our ears, our legs, our arms. We are truly blessed this morning. And on this great morning, a king was born. But before we get started with that, we're going to go ahead and read oh God, this is a good one, y'all. This is a good one. Let's see who else we have out here this morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Brittany. Good morning. How y'all doing? Yep, today is Cyber Monday. Good morning, Pamela. Good morning from Philly. Look, I'm not even going to complain. I'm going to say, oh, it's cold here this morning, but I'm sure it's quite chillier in Philly. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope you guys are doing great on this Monday morning, November the 29th, the day that a king was born. Okay, so today's word, before we get started, of course, our daily word comes from the daily word. See, daily word, daily word. Love this daily word. And guess what today's word is? Can you read that? Somebody tell me what that says. Forgiveness. You see that? Monday, November the 29th. Forgiveness. Let me see in the feed. Everybody type in the feed forgiveness. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm grateful too. I'm so grateful. Grateful is not the word, right? I can't begin to tell you how grateful I am. But anyway, forgiveness. Let's marinate on that. Forgiveness. Okay, so it says empathy and understanding are my keys to forgiveness. I'm gonna try not to get all sad and teary-eyed on y'all on this one because, woo, y'all just don't know. Let me go ahead and read this to you. It says, I feel more empathy for those who have hurt me when I remember times I may have caused hurt myself, the regret I carried, and the relief I felt when I was forgiven. You hear that? I feel more empathy for those who have hurt me when I remember times I may have caused hurt myself, the regret I carried, and the relief I felt when I was forgiven. These memories trigger my compassion and make it easier for me to extend forgiveness now. I began my healing journey by moving my awareness from the thoughts in my head to the love in my heart. I send a wave of understanding and forgiveness gently throughout my body, knowing that just as I am doing the best I can in every moment, everyone else is too. I accept that I can't change what others say and do. I focus instead on being patient and gentle. As it becomes easier for me to choose forgiveness, I help make the world a more loving, compassionate place. This comes from Matthew 5:7, and it is blessed are the merciful, for they will receive mercy. In Jesus' name, amen. Did y'all get that? Okay. Today's word is forgiveness. And it's so. I think I say this all the time, every time. Why I love this book so much is it seems like every time they talk, they're talking about me. I feel like every time they talk, they're talking about me. Not necessarily something that I need to work on, but something that I may have talked to someone else about, right? Of course, I also have a lot of things I need to work on too as well. Please don't take that the wrong way. But that's right. Forgiveness is a part of my journey. That's right. Matthew 7. Who said that? Let me see who said that. Let's see. Brittany. Yes. You got to forgive because you know what? Forgiveness is not about the other person. It's about you because it will help you to maneuver through life. So I'm going to walk this morning because I want to walk it like I talk it. I have some things I want to talk about this morning. And the first thing I want to do is just say good morning to everybody. And for those of you who have lost loved ones, I want to say I'm sorry that you've lost loved ones. If you have people or family members out there that are sick, please know that we're saying a prayer for them, that we're definitely keeping them in prayer. Our country, our world is being attacked right now. Our life as it is being attacked. And so I just want to say a prayer for everybody in the whole, on earth, everyone on earth. Okay. Um, we need blessings not only in our country, but all over. Okay. We need blessings on blessings on blessings on blessings. We need God to hear our prayers. And then I also want to say happy birthday for those of you who have birthdays that you are celebrating. Jennifer, happy birthday, girl. I think I missed your birthday on Saturday. Was your birthday the 27th? Was it the 27th? You love my sweatshirt. Thank you. Happy birthday. Who else has a birthday out there today other than my king that was born today, our CEO, Kenny Lloyd? Y'all make sure y'all give him a shout out today. It's my boo's birthday. My king was born today, November the 29th. It's his birthday. He's 63 years young. That's why your birthday is tomorrow, the 30th, right? Okay, so Kenny's birthday is today. So you guys make sure y'all shout out to your CEO. If anybody, just a little note, if anybody want to send him gifts, he is collecting toys and gift certificates for kids ages 2 to 17. 2 to 17. Please remember the older kids, not always the little kids, because the older kids always get left behind. So if you want to send Mr. Lloyd a gift, he wants to bless children, right? Like we do every year for his birthday and the Christmas holiday. We collect gifts for needy children who out there who need gifts, who need to be reminded that we love them, we haven't forgotten about them, and they are special too. Okay, so let's go ahead and get going and get this journey going. I have this sweatshirt on. Let me go ahead and connect my Bluetooth, and we're gonna go ahead and get started. We're gonna walk this morning. And let's see, we're going to turn off our Wi-Fi. Okay. And we're going to walk it like we talk it. Okay. Let's see here. Come on, Wi-Fi. Come on, baby. There we go. Y'all ready? Let's go ahead and get started, and we'll walk and we'll talk about some of these things that I talked about forgiveness. We could chit chat and talk about how great our Thanksgiving was, right? Oh, we had a great weekend. We had a great Thanksgiving. And also, we celebrated Kenny's birthday on Saturday. I'll tell you guys all about it. Oh, it's cold out here, but that's okay. Because when I get started walking, I'm going to warm up. Put the gate opener right over here. Look, my laundry room, look. Oh. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So let's see who we have out there. Robin. Robin said, happy birthday to Kenny Lloyd. Yes, happy birthday, Mr. Lloyd. Okay, so I love the word of the day. I want to talk about that a little bit. I should have stretched a little bit first, but I have this thing in my hand. I could get a little stretch on before oh, shoot, let me get out this gate before the gate closes on me. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Whew. Today is trash day. Today is recyclable day. And I have a lot of both. okay? Because the holidays are our favorite time of year, right? And so, anyway, I want to expound on the word forgiveness today. So, let's see what you said, Jennifer. For my birthday, I'm hosting a charity fashion show to help domestic violence victims for Christmas. I'm working with a woman's shelter. Below is the link for anyone who wants to help these women. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm going to definitely do that. I'm going to donate to that. Yes, we got to help out. Y'all know what domestic violence is so real. I don't think many people understand. I actually, this weekend, even in Atlanta, actually, I read this weekend and other places. Um, I read of all of these different domestic violence cases where the men are killing the women, uh, and vice versa, right? Um, if COVID hasn't taught us anything, it has taught us that depression is real. What has happened is a lot of people have had depression issues. And even if you don't have depression issues, I mean, think about it. What has happened during COVID has never happened. Like, who in this lifetime has ever experienced something of that magnitude, right? And so it's difficult. So, this is when you know when you're strong. Only the strong survives through things and thrives through things that happen like this, right? Everybody won't survive. And unfortunately, things will happen. I just hate the violence. I hate when people feel that they have to have the need to, and they're so desperate that they have to take their life and possibly take someone else's life because, of course, the Bible said, "Thou shalt not kill." And I don't know if he means, and I need some help and understanding with that. I think, or not really "Thou shalt not kill," but what the Bible says about committing suicide. Because when you uh, kill yourself or kill someone, and I'm not talking about people who have mental illness issues, because I know some people who have committed suicide, but they have had mental illness issues and been talking about it for years and years and years and years. It's not just something that all of a sudden came up, but I'm talking about someone who just all of a sudden decides to, you know, take their life or take someone else's life. And we're all going through difficult times, but we have to stay centered in God, knowing that whatever the situation is, even though it does not look the best, then He's going to work it out. And let me say something, because me and my mom were talking about this um, on, what was that, Friday morning after Easter, after Thanksgiving. And we were talking about, I was telling her, we were just discussing different things that people go through, right? And if you haven't been in that person's shoes, then you can say all you want to, but you don't know what you may do. And that's so true. I find myself trying to be positive and give people, and when I say people, I don't mean you guys, but I mean like my friends, my family members. If someone asks me, you know, I try to give them good information and help them to stay positive. But honestly speaking, if I haven't walked in their shoes, then I don't really know what I would do. I would hope and pray that God brings me through it. I would hope and pray that He would give me a better outlook on it. But I really don't know. But I do know I have multitudes and multitudes of examples of people who have lived through, have been born through, and a lot of people, and who has made it through, right? They have lived through and born through all type of trauma and dysfunction and uh, molestation and rape and, poverty and, bad parents and just all kind of things. And they made it out, right? They made it on the other side. So I know that it's possible. So when I say those things, I keep in mind what today's word was, which is forgiveness. And I try to forgive them. And then I have to also just look internally. And one of the reasons why I know that I do that and can do that, even though I haven't experienced it, is I have done it to myself. I have done it. Like, my mother is a great mother. My mother did an awesome job, but she didn't teach me everything that I know. She didn't make me everything and make me who I am today. Let me give you an example. So let me go back. On Friday morning, I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know how I thought that I was going to be able to work out with you guys on Friday morning. I slipped on that and I apologize. I should have gotten someone else to do it, someone else to host the call. But I didn't because I thought that, hey, I'll get up Friday morning, you know, after Thanksgiving and work out with you guys. Not. So I prepare Thanksgiving dinner for my family. And when I say my family, I don't just mean me and Kenny and my 3 stepchildren and my mom. What I mean is I prepare for my whole family, right? I told you my family, my mother has uh, 10 siblings. Actually, she's included in that, 9 siblings. 2 are deceased, so it's 7 of them, including her is 8. Plus, I have a lot of cousins. And so my mother, which is my grandmother, which is my big mama, was the big mama of the family who would do all the cooking. Let's see, Nisha Green says, Chante, it was family time. It's so happy to be enjoying. Yes, and it was. And girl, let me tell y'all, and boys, I was cooking. I started early though. My grandmother taught me to start early. Don't wait till the last minute. Go ahead and knock some of this stuff out, especially when you're cooking for a lot of people, because I was cooking for at least 35, 40 people, right? So I made my greens last week and I froze them. And then I bought all my vegetables like my onions, bell pepper, celery, and everything. And my mother cut everything up and I froze it until, well, actually, she did it the day before. But anyway, I cooked. Dinner was prepared for everyone. And my grandmother used to make sure that dinner was ready at 2 o'clock because everyone couldn't eat at the same time because there was so many of us. So she wanted to make sure that on Thanksgiving morning, the food was ready at 2 o'clock so everyone can eat, right? And so people would come in and trickle in, all different times of the day because people have their own families too, right? And so instead of 2, I said 3 o'clock to make sure my dinner was done and my dinner was prepared. Good morning. How you doing? I'm good, thank you. And so I did that. And of course, it rained on Thanksgiving here, which I was really disappointed, but that's okay. I was still thankful because it was a beautiful day. But the only reason that I hated that it rained is because my little cousins didn't have the opportunity to go outside and play, so they had to be confined inside the house. And kids, they want to play. And I have a lot of boy cousins. These are my first cousin's children, is who I'm speaking of. So anyway, they probably didn't even leave till about 11 o'clock that night. And if I tell you I wasn't tired, look at that sun going. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? If I tell you I wasn't tired and my feet wasn't hurting, of course, I was up the next morning and I was going to go ahead and work out with you guys. That's why I didn't cancel or anything. But if I tell you my feet would not move, they were hurting from standing up all day because, to be honest with you, I'm one of those type of people or the type of person that once I wake up in the morning, and this is every day, once I'm up, I'm up. I don't take any naps anymore. I haven't taken naps in probably, shoot, I've been knowing Kenny for what, 16, 17 years. We've been married for 12. 2005 is when we met. And probably a year after I met him, I have not had any naps and I haven't been sleeping late because he wakes up at the crack of dawn and he cut all that out. But anyway, so once I get up out of my bed, I'm moving around, doing things constantly. I barely even sit down. Like I am constantly moving, constantly doing things around the house, making phone calls, constantly. So by the evening time, I shut it down. If I do sit down, it's not until probably maybe 7, 8 o'clock in the evening I'll sit down. And then I'll really go to bed about 10. I'm a early person to go to bed. I don't know why. I guess, and especially with this time change, right? It really puts me to bed early, but I'm one of those people that require 8 hours of sleep. But anyway, so I was just too tired. And so I'm sorry, y'all. I apologize. I have to do better. I have to be an example, right? I never take naps, but I did yesterday, immediately after checking. Girl, checking into a hotel with kids and husband. Free. I know that's right, okay? I need one of those days, right? Yvette, you crazy. You say you checked into a hotel to get away from them folks, honey. They'll run you crazy, won't they? So not only did I cook on Thanksgiving, but then I turned around and cooked too Saturday because we gave Mr. Lloyd a birthday party at the house on Saturday. And it's so funny because same thing. Friday was fine, no rain. Sunday was beautiful, no rain. But Saturday, it rained. And so the idea of the party was to be outside. So let me tell you what I had planned. The reason why I didn't get a caterer, because we thought about doing that, was every year what I would do is with my leftover turkey and I would make all of these wonderful meals, right? And they love it, even my dressing. This year I didn't have that much dressing left, but I do have some left, just a little, not a lot. But anyway, I would make leftover dishes with my uh, leftover turkey and my dressing. And so, of course, Kenny wanted me to do that. He didn't want a chef to come in. And I'm thinking to myself, oh, God, he wants me to work again? He wants me to slave in the kitchen again? But that's okay because I love it. Anyway, so Saturday, Friday night, I started to prepare everything for Saturday. And the housekeeper called and said she's not going to be able to come on Saturday morning because her and a few of her workers, well, not her, but a few of her workers has COVID. So that meant, now keep in mind, this was the same lady that didn't show up, the same housekeeper that didn't show up until the evening when we was having the event here in Houston for the diamond dinner at my house. Remember I told you guys about her not coming the time that she was supposed to come and came late that evening and I needed help. And so my girlfriends just happened to call me and they came over. Well, same thing happened again, but this time a couple of her girls got COVID. And I understand, things happen, right? So when she reached out to tell me she wasn't going to be able to make it, that was Friday night. So I have people in from out of town for the holidays. I have my son, Alexander from Atlanta, and then my cousin Taylor, she's here from Dallas. And then my cousin Amber was here from Dallas. And she takes care of Max, which is a special needs young man. And so they stayed at the house. And then also my son, Miles, and he had a friend over. So these were people that stayed at the house. But of course, I did have people, at the house Thanksgiving Day, lots of people. But anyway, fast forward. So when I received the text, I didn't even worry about it, right? I was just like, you know what? I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to get stressed. Everything is going to work out fine, right? Because you do have to condition your mind, because it's difficult. It's easy for you to get all upset. I made a few phone calls to see if I can get a couple of my friends who I know that work in the service industry to come over and maybe help me. Really, what I needed was someone to come clean my bathrooms downstairs, because people was over for Thanksgiving. The house wasn't dirty or junky or anything. And then I had planned on having a party outside, but of course, it rained all day Saturday. And so we have a breezeway, and so I set up heaters and tables and everything in a breezeway. But really, that's what I needed somebody really to do while I did all my cooking, clean the kitchen and clean up after me and mop and all of that, and then help me set up. But luckily, I had my mom and my cousins and my children who were at the house. They helped me out. And then a couple of girlfriends. I was blessed to have a couple of friends. Cheryl Ramagos, shout out to Cheryl. Thank you, boo. And my girlfriend, Monica Wilson, who always shows up for me, and Cheryl, who always shows up. And then also my girlfriend Tavani called and was like, girl, I'll come over there and help you. But I said, no, don't worry about it, because I knew she had been working, knew she was tired. She had a new schedule and it was just a lot. So, but it's so funny because when you don't know your way around the kitchen and you really don't know how to set up, you assume that people know everything and they don't, you know. That's a nugget, right? You can't assume that people know what to do when they don't in their personal lives and in their business, right? So you have to make sure you have patience and you tell them. And so not only am I telling you guys this, but I am talking to myself too as well, because I have to learn that too. That's an area that I have to work in. I assume that just because I love to cook and I cook, and I can throw parties, I can do events if I really wanted to. But everybody, you have to have a gift. That's a gift. And everybody don't have that. Just like I don't have gifts that other people have. And so, but I assume that people know because, when I go to my girlfriend's house, I mean, stuff in the kitchen is basically you have the seasoning cabinet. The seasoning cabinet is usually always over there by the stove, unless they have a pantry and, so really basic things. But a lot of things you think are basic are not basic. So you got to be patient with people, right? Let me get my little speed up on. You have to be patient with people. And so I found myself, even though I had all this help, I found myself doing it too as well, because people don't know how to do everything that you know how to do. God dang it, some birds or ducks or something is already out here. I have so much trash. But anyway, so even the heaters, those little heaters, little nice little heaters you get for outside with a propane tank. Y'all, let me give y'all a secret. Mr. Lloyd is not good at things like that. Now he's good with getting somebody and hiring somebody to do it, which is fine with me, but he is not good in that area. So I had to go out there and get the heater started. I had to tell my girlfriend how to put the tablecloths on the table, because I have those tablecloths that hook underneath the legs of the table. But anyway, needless to say, I appreciate them coming to help me, and everything turned out absolutely beautiful. My husband was so excited. Everybody showed up that we invited. His theme was red. And so everybody showed up in their red. And so what I'll do is I'll post some pictures today. And he just had such a good time. We entertain all the time. We really do. And he loves to have a good time and he loves to party. And so that's what we did on Saturday. I had a coffee bar set up outside with our Capri CBD Deluxe coffee, and I had a big urn with hot water and all of these creams, and then I had some hot tea. I did give out Vasil tea when people were leaving, but I didn't let them drink tea while they were there, right? I should have videoed that. But anyway, those little moments, captured moments I missed. But anyway, the party turned out absolutely fabulous. And the good thing about it is we haven't seen a lot of our friends since COVID, you know? People haven't been able to get together like they normally would. And then a lot of them have not been able to come by and see all the new renovations. So they were really excited about that, excited about all the renovations and getting together. And so that was really nice. And he really enjoyed it, right? And so happy birthday, baby. I'm so glad. He was so appreciative. Um, because again, I was working hard all day and my feet was hurting. So of course, y'all know yesterday I didn't cook my normal Sunday dinner. Really the only thing that I cooked yesterday, and I didn't do that until last night, was my dog food, because I make homemade dog food for my dogs. And I realized that I had used the last bag. You know, my dogs are really bougie, but one of them are. The black and white one, Big is. And so, of course, I still have regular dog food too. They eat lamb, but I feed them, uh, I make fresh dog food. And so if I run out, Champ, he'll eat the other dog food, but Big won't eat it. The nerve of him. But anyway, I want to go back and talk about the daily word when I talked about forgiveness, right? Today, the daily word was forgiveness. And so what did Dolores says? It says, yes, I finally got a chance to see my mom Saturday too. Queen Chante Lloyd was full. Yes, little things to be grateful for. Yes, Dolores, little things to be grateful for, you know, because because we have not been able to see family and friends and loved ones. And so it was nice for everyone to be able to get together and fellowship and have drinks and eat. And, you know, it was really nice, right? So let's talk about forgiveness. So forgiveness is not about, because that was the daily word today. For those of you who were not on the call or the workout when we started at the beginning, the word of the day was forgiveness, right? And so it's so important for you to forgive, like I say, because it's for your mental clarity. You know, we all in our family have dysfunctions. We all have issues. You know, and sometimes when you have a big family and even a small family, people don't get along. And just because they're your family or you're bound by blood, that doesn't mean that you have love for one another. But what you should have is respect for one another. And you should have respect for everyone, right? And so no one is perfect. And until you walk in that person's shoes, then you don't know what's going on in that person's life. And I do understand too that sometimes people can be very toxic, even your parents, you know. Sometimes I have issues where, you know, some of my cousins are not talking to their parent, you know, their mom. And I understand that sometimes people can make you so angry, or whatever the reason that you think it may be that you're not talking to your parent, but it's not worth it, right? Because we're blessed to be able to have a mother and a father. And what I realize is, and I think what helps me to understand and to be able to forgive is, I understand my family dynamics, right? Respect is so important. I understand my family dynamics, and I understand where they come from and who they are and the habits, bad and good, right? And so when you understand the bad and the good habits, and we're born and brought into this world not asking to be brought in the world, right? And so when we're brought into the world, we don't know what to expect. We don't know what our daddy did or didn't do, what our mom did and didn't do. And what happens is our situations are usually generational. Like whatever happened to you, you pass on to your kids unless you learn from it and break that generational curse, right? And so I can say honestly, and I am grateful that I am breaking generational curses in my family. Mm. Ah, whew. Sorry, I was having a moment because it's so important for us to realize that we have to break those curses. We have to change. We have to be the change that we seek. And we have to love and respect our parents, good or bad. We don't have to like them. We don't have to have them be a part of our lives, but we have to respect them. You know what I'm saying? And so everybody always assumes that their life and how they grew up was just worse than the next person. We all have our issues, right? We all have our curses, generational curses that we have to learn to grow from and let go of. And I'm just so thankful and I'm so blessed that God made me who He made me to be able to see that, to be able to understand that, and to be able to love and forgive and move forward. It doesn't matter what the person said about you or did to you or talked about you. Heck, they talked about Jesus and stoned him and beat him, turned their back on him, and put nails, nailed him to the cross. What makes you any better, right? And so when you know who you are and whose you are, then nobody can take that away from you. Nobody can beat you down, you know? Um, um, and I'm talking from personal experience, you know. My mother was an awesome mother and still is, you know, and she's growing and learning. And what I love now is that we're able to have conversations and talk about things that I realize that has to come from her generation, right? Because everything starts at the top, you know. If you in a household and it's a husband, wife, children, well, the man is supposed to be the king of the household, right? And he's supposed to set the example. And then the wife and the kids and so forth and so on. And so even in a corporation, in a company, the CEO is the one who sets the example and then it feeds down into the organization. That's how it should be. Okay. And so I don't want to hear nothing about what my mama did, what my daddy did. We all have issues. We've all been through it. But are you going to sit and wallow in it and have hate and unforgiveness and carry all those bags on your shoulder? Or are you going to let go and let God? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you have to let go and let God. And let me give you an example. And the reason why I'm saying this is because I'm talking about different things that's going on in my personal family life, right? And so, of course, I told you I have family members who children aren't talking to them, and that's not of God. And I got that sometimes your parents, I mean, it's some horrible, I mean, I know it's horrible things that some parents have done, do, you know. But if you love them and you forgive them, but guess what? You don't have to deal with them. Put them over there. You know what I talked about that all the time? Wish them well over there. But you always have to have love and respect. You have to speak. You have to honor them. Honor thy father and thy mother, right? My father is deceased. Um, and of course, before he passed away, my father passed away in 1997. I think 97. Oh God, that's terrible. But anyway, but we didn't have a good relationship. He wasn't in my life, you know, which is sad. But you know, hey, I didn't grow up with a father, My mother did the best that she could, and I made a lot of mistakes along the way. I was single for a long time. I didn't meet Kenny until I was 35. So, you know, I didn't, well, I did devalue myself because if I'm out there dating and, of course, fornicating or having sex before marriage, sometimes we don't value ourselves and we should because we are the prize. And so, but then I realized as I was going along, how I did value myself is I did put myself first. If I felt like this was someone that wasn't helping me grow or someone that I couldn't grow with mentally or that didn't have the same values that I had, then, or that I wanted, or what I wanted from my life, then I let them go. And I didn't bring children into the world because another thing is people are always having babies, but they want their mama to take care of the kids. And that's not fair. That's not fair to the child. It's not fair to her. So if you guys are gonna have sex, then practice safe sex because it's not fair for you to bring a child in the world that you don't have time for. You don't know who you are. You still growing as a person, and also you think that a baby is going to make this man want you. That don't work, boo. That ain't worked and that ain't never worked. But anyway, let me not get off track. So it's so important, is what I talk about all the time, for you to have self love and to learn who you are as a person and to grow. And then also, let me say this, if you just happen to do it backwards, it's never too late. I talk about this all the time. I have an aunt, and even I was talking to my cousins on yesterday. It's like my aunts, a few of them, and my mom, I don't recall them partying or having fun and traveling with their friends or traveling and getting out and seeing the world. And they didn't do those things like I did. And so I have one aunt who's really enjoying herself now. She's in her late, in her early 70s, and I'm sorry about that. But she's enjoying life, learning herself, dancing, having fun, getting out, doing things that she has never done before. Good morning. Not necessarily going to the club. That's not what I mean. I mean, just getting out, enjoying herself, having fun, dancing, doing things that I have never, ever seen her do. And that's a beautiful thing because you have to be thankful and you only have one life to live. And you better do the best of it or the best at it because if you feel like you didn't do the things that you wanted to do when you were younger because you were, you know, mad and angry and all of these things are happening to you, well, guess what? Now you have the time to do it again, right? You have the time to make your life what you want it to be. You have the time to be that example for your children. You know what I mean? Make that change, quit blaming everybody else. Good morning for what you should be doing yourself. You have to forgive and you have to move forward because, again, the forgiveness is for you, not for them. Because when you learn how to forgive, all type of blessings unfold. And I do believe that because I have always been a very forgiving person, I've always been a giving person and a caring person, that has helped me right now to this day. And God has blessed us because you think that He doesn't see what you're doing, He sees it. You'll be rewarded. But some of you guys feel like, well, He hasn't rewarded me or He hasn't done. Well, that's because you haven't done your part. You haven't done what you need to do. Everybody wants something for nothing, and it don't work like that. You have to give when no one else is giving. You have to do things and love when no one else is loving. You have to. I'm not talking about going on social media and saying all these things, but then not really doing it in your mind and in your heart. Because guess what? You can say and do, and I think I've said this before, all you want on social media. But God knows the true desires of your heart, right? He knows that, yeah, you're saying all that stuff for the gram, but what is it true? Are you doing it? You know? And so once you start thinking, so a man thinketh, so he is, that is so true. So if you know that you're a queen and start acting like a queen, then guess what? The world is a law of attraction. Everything that you exude externally, you will receive back. You will. Good morning. And so if you exude confidence, then guess what? Confident people will start to, you'll attract those people, right? And then if you exude um, confidence and forgiveness and loving and all the things that you want to exude, then you'll start attracting those people to you. You will. But if you always a hater and always talking about people and gossiping and always worried about what somebody else is doing, and then those are the kind of people you're gonna attract, including male and female. I mean, it is what it is. Relationships as well as business partners, you have to be the person that you want to attract, right? And sometimes in life, we talked about this too. People do things the wrong way, and we don't know, we don't understand, or we were taught the wrong way. But we know right from wrong, okay? We know right from wrong. You have people that doing business, not doing business the right way, stealing people's money in an organization. How do you think you're going to be blessed by doing that? I mean, really, look at all my trash and all my recyclables. How do you think you're going to be blessed if you do that? But that just tells me that that person really don't believe in God, because if they believed in God, then they wouldn't be stealing from other people, right? They wouldn't be stealing from other people because those people are in need too as well, and why would you take from people? Why would you openly steal from people? Take people's money. Don't give them their products. Lie, scheme. That's not right. It's not right. And how do you think you're going to be blessed? And sometimes people assume that people are being blessed because they see materialistic things, right? Materialistic things don't make you blessed, boo. That does not make you blessed. Y'all need to understand that those name brands, that is not a blessing because it's not your name. It's not your legacy. Your name ain't Dolce and Gabbana. Your name is not Louboutin or Gucci or Louis Vuitton. You're not leaving nothing for your children, okay? You're teaching them the wrong things, okay? Ain't nothing wrong with having name brand things. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is, I'm not stealing and robbing and killing to have it, right? And I'm not teaching my kids to be out there name brand down with all these name brands, but I'm on food stamps or EBT or IBT or whatever it's called, right? I mean, I'm not saying that we don't at some point in our lives need help, right? That when I pay my taxes, those are supposed to be for people who are on Social Security. Those are supposed to be for the elderly, for the disabled, for mothers and fathers who really need that help, that lift. Not for people that's taking advantage of the system. Okay, you taking advantage of the system, and then you walking out here from head to toe. You got name brand on from head to toe, and your kids got name brand on from head to toe. What are you teaching them? How much money do you have in the bank saved, right? If something happens to you, do you have what you need? Are you able to pass on a legacy to your children? And let me tell y'all something. This is nothing that I just learned. Okay. I've been knowing this. That's why one of the reasons why I did not have children or I don't have children is because when I was growing up in my young adult, which I'm still young now, but I mean younger, I was selfish. Everything was all about me, because I didn't have any children and it was supposed to be all about me, right? So that was okay. And I don't I'm not sorry for that, you know. But then when I decided to, when I finally met somebody that I felt like I wanted to spend the rest of my life with, and I saw me spending the rest of my life with this person, well, then at that time, it was too late for me, but that was okay, right? Because that's the hand that God fed me, and I'm going to run with it, and I'm going to be blessed in it, right? Because I'm going to be grateful for what God has blessed me with, because God has blessed me with a lot, and He has blessed me to be a blessing, right? And so when I work and we work, and Ken and I think about all the people that we bless, not only in our family, because this is what this business has done for us, but also for you, you know, for people that I don't know, for people that I can give donations to, for people that I can be in the grocery store with, and I can pay for their food, you know. Those are the things that God has done for us to be a blessing to others, you know? And so forgiveness is so important. I want you to think about that. For those of you who are still holding on to hurt and pain, I know that it's difficult. And I know that, you know, some people don't deserve your forgiveness. But remember that the forgiveness is for you, it's not about them, right? So I hope you guys enjoy today's workout. I'll see you guys on Monday. Not Monday, today is Monday. I'll see you guys on Wednesday. And I think next Monday, the 6th, right? Next Monday, the 6th, that Yvette is going to be working out with you guys. Yvette, make sure you give me your picture. Look at the birthday boy. I'm not even going to show y'all him in the window. He's doing his birthday dance. I'm a shot. Look, he running off. He running. He's so silly. But anyway, and so Yvette is going to be doing next Monday, which is the 6th, right, Yvette? Right? So make sure you send me your picture. And then anybody else out there who would love to do the workout, let me know. Okay? Reach out. Let me know. Don't be scared. If I could do it, you could do it too. I'm glad you guys enjoyed the conversation. It was just on my heart. I mean, we did a lot this weekend, and even though we had a great, God is so good. Like, I can see change. I can see the change in my family. I can see the growth, and it takes baby steps. And whenever the person get there, you just have to let them get there. Love them, hug on them, support them. Let them know, hey, I see you. I told you guys I have an uncle that's in rehab, and I'm just so proud of him. I'm so proud that he took that step. I can see the growth. I can see he's looking so healthy, and he's trying to make a change in his life. I have an aunt and aunts that are trying to make changes in their lives for the better, and uncles and cousins. And life is about growing and learning and not being beat down. Nobody's judging you for yesterday, right? We're only judging you for today. And forgiveness, the first thing you have to do when you start your journey is to forgive yourself, right? That's another thing. Some people are not forgiving themselves. So if you don't forgive yourself, then you're not able to forgive others. You have to forgive yourself for not knowing, you know? When you know better, you do better. And sometimes you don't know. But the beauty of it is learning, knowing, and growing, forgiving yourself and moving forward. And when you do that, you'll see wonderful things happen for your life. And I'm not only talking about financial. Let me give you an example. Thanksgiving night, my microwave went out. Thanksgiving night. So I'm like, oh my God, you know, I could have been pissed, mad, upset, fussing. What am I going to do? Yeah, Black Friday was Black Friday, but I wasn't going out there shopping with them folks. I'm an online shopper, right? So I'm like, oh my God, the party is Saturday. You know, this hole is here where the microwave is, and I don't have a microwave. So It's Friday morning. Me and my cousin and my mom was all online trying to find the right size for that cutout for that hole because I needed a new microwave. And what I realized is that microwave had been here since 2012. All my other appliances are new, but I didn't replace that microwave when I bought this house because why? Wasn't nothing wrong with it. It wasn't broken and it matched my decor, so I didn't get a new one. So it was time for me to get a new one. So I didn't get upset. I was calm. I was patient. And I found a microwave and we went and got it on Friday. Kenny and I, the place closed at 4 o'clock. I think we got there at 4 o'clock. You know, I ordered it, I called, I ordered it, and I got it. And so everything worked out. Friday night, the housekeeper didn't cancel on me. You know, I could have gotten all stressed out and frustrated and pissed off, but I didn't. You know, everything worked out. Saturday, it rained. I thought the party was going to be ruined. Everybody was going to have to be in the house. And I ended up setting up everything in the breezeway. Let me show you. Everything is gone now, but I had seen my little breezeway. I had tables going down the breezeway with the tablecloths, and I had the heaters in the middle, and I had a bartender out there set up with a bar, and so, you know, I just made lemon out of lemonade, right? You can't get upset. You can't get frustrated, you know, because things are going to happen, you know, bumps and bruises are going to happen in your life. But if you think positive and you believe and you pray and you ask God, because it may not always turn out the way you want it to, but mentally you'll be in the right place to be able to be stress-free, because being stress-free is so important. You know, stress kills, and little things like that people get so upset about, and it kicks them off their game, especially me, because I'm a Libra. And let me tell you something, my scale will tip and I will just be like, oh my God, what is going on? But I have to catch myself, you know, I have to catch myself. And then also remember, we have to learn to forgive. Forgive yourself first. Forgiveness is important. So you guys go out and have a great day. I say I have talked a long time, basically an hour. I hope that, hey, Robin, I hope that you found all of this information great. I hope you got a chance to get your workout on. I had a Tava lava this morning. I had to get rid of, you know, I didn't eat bad this for Thanksgiving. I didn't overeat. I think when you cook all that food and you see all that food, you know, it kind of makes you feel like, oh my God, it makes you full, you know, it makes you full. And so you don't have to worry about eating as much. And so that's what happened. So anyway, I want you guys to go out and have a great Monday. And remember to shout out to your CEO. Today is his birthday, to my king, his birthday. And of course, if you want to send an unwrapped toy from ages 2 to 17, don't forget about the big kids, because the big kids are always forgotten. So of course, you can send gift cards and we will make sure they are donated to the right people who need them, right? So go out and have a great Monday. Check out my Santa. We're going to end on our Santa. Look, motion detected. Are you listening? Home Depot. Woo! See you guys on Wednesday. Love you. Bye. Whoop. Wait a minute. Up. Press. Oh.
Three.
Want a slim waist, all it takes is. Tip top shape, all it takes is. Just a little taste, all it takes is. No time to waste, all it takes is. Slim waist, all it takes is. Tip top shape, all it takes is. Money in the bank, all it takes is. No time to waste, all it takes is. I wake up to bounce I make mine by the leader. I drink life in a teacup. I like they 30 better than tequila. Yeah, Bessie, I sip that night. Got a little kick like Tai Chi. Look so good, better recognize me. This a type of lifestyle, I'm icy. Still don't need chill on me. Flare pill, yeah, I'm still on it. Bessie a day and nightly. Got a little kick like Tai Chi. Slim waist, all it takes is. Tip top shape, all it takes is. Just a little taste, all it takes is. No time to waste, all it takes is. Slim waist, all it takes is. Tip top shape, all it takes is. Money in the bank, all it takes is. No time to waste, all it takes is.